Guys, go check out Clean My Mac X. It's absolutely amazing. I use it every day and I cannot say this enough. Every Mac user needs this program. So go check it out. There's a link down below with more info and you can also go download it to try it out for yourself. Hey guys, it's Jeff and today Apple released iOS 13 Developer Beta 6 and we were actually not expecting this until next week, but obviously Apple has done a lot of work on Beta 5 and now they think that the next update is ready. So we're going ahead and getting iOS 13 Developer Beta 6 installed onto our device here. The update size on the iPhone XS Max that we've installed it on has come in at around 578.5 megabytes. So a fairly good size update here for a Beta 6. And we'll be of course checking for any new features, major changes that have been brought to the UI experience of iOS 13, and of course check for speed and performance, and hopefully we'll be maintaining the same battery life as we have been for the past couple of betas. So without further ado, let's go ahead, get it installed onto our device and see what's new in iOS 13 Developer Beta 6. Okay guys, so we have iOS 13 loaded up on both of our devices here. On the right, we have Beta 6 and on the left, we have Beta 5 of iOS 13. Just to show you the differences, I'll have lettering up top just to show you guys which is which, but let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly has changed now between Beta 5 and Beta 6. So let's go into the settings app and first check out some of the finer details of what the build number is. So the build number has changed. We have a new one here in 17A 5556D. So that is your new build number for iOS 13 Developer Beta 6. And let's go ahead and go down to the modem firmware. And we actually have a pretty large jump in modem firmware updates here. Previously, we had 1.54.04, and now as you can see, our new modem firmware in iOS 13 Developer Beta 6 is 2.00.01. So quite a major update there. I unfortunately haven't been having, well, fortunately for me, I haven't been having LTE issues, but there's a lot of people out there that have had LTE issues, and this will likely fix those issues. I don't think it's going to increase speed, just fix issues with LTE and your respective carriers. Now, if you go into the Control Center menu here within the Settings app on iOS 13 Developer Beta 6, you will actually notice that there's a brand new option here called Dark Appearance. So you can go ahead and add that to your Control Center, and then you can control the light or dark appearance from the Control Center, and you won't exactly have to go into the brightness menu there in the Control Center. It's just a quick option here now within the Control Center. That's a brand new icon and a brand new option within the Control Center. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I don't think this was exactly needed. I would have just rather gone to the display and brightness setting or the brightness setting within the Control Center, but let me know if you like this addition to the Control Center or not. Now, we also got some new splash screens within iOS 13 Developer Beta 6. One is for the App Store, where they are basically displaying Apple Arcade now with the splash screen for the App Store. Nothing has actually changed with the Apple Arcade menu. Everything remains the same. We're not getting any more previews than we were before. But on the new splash screens, it's just saying, hey, play 100 plus extraordinary games with one subscription, no ads or additional purchases. And then below, you have app updates, where basically it's displaying the new kind of way of how to update apps on the App Store. So just a little bit of information there. Now, the next splash screen is what's new in Photos. So if you go ahead and open up the Photos app, you'll get a brand new splash screen, just previewing, how your photos are brought to life, all your photos at any scale, and powerful photo and video editing. So it's just kind of featuring all the new features that you'll find within the Photos app. A major one for me is just the way you can edit photo and video within the Photos app. I think that's a fantastic feature here, and Apple is definitely kind of featuring that on this splash screen. Now, one thing that I did notice here when updating between Beta 5 and Beta 6 here is if you take a look at the folders, you can see that on Beta 6, they're a lot more translucent. So you can see a lot more of that color in the background on Beta 6. I personally don't actually like this. I like having this kind of whitish folder icon there on the back. I actually really like that a lot more than seeing all the colors bleeding through the folders. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. I am actually really not liking it, but I do think that maybe with some different wallpapers installed, it might just look a little bit better. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Now, another change that we did see here was previously the volume steps were actually increased to about 32 in beta 5. And now the steps to increase volume has been lowered to 16. So if you take a look at the comparison between left and right here, you can see that it takes a lot less time on beta 6 to get to the top volume versus beta 5, where it took quite a few more steps to get there. I personally like the smaller steps just because it takes less to get to a higher volume, and you don't exactly have to hold down the volume button to get it to go any faster. You're just there already. Now, moving on to some changes found within iOS 13 beta 6, and one of the changes was actually found within the brightness setting here within the control center. So on the left here on beta 5, you can see appearance light until sunset, and then you can see on the right here with beta 6, appearance dark, and then it says dark mode is basically off until sunset. So essentially saying that dark mode will be activated at sunset, but it's giving you just a tad bit more information about your current light settings, which I actually really like here in the control center. Now, one difference that we did see within iOS 13 developer beta 6 is the dynamic wallpapers actually don't have any preview to them. This is just a bug. Just wanted to let you guys know that this is kind of being affected in beta 6 here, but as you can see, we just have gray icons here or gray wallpapers. If you go ahead and select the wallpaper, it will actually work. So this is clearly just a bug. Just want to kind of give you guys that update as we are seeing it here in beta 6. Now, another thing that we did find within beta 6 is actually that the 3D touch is just a little bit smoother. It actually feels a lot better than what I have been experiencing in iOS 13 developer beta 5 and iOS 12.4, the official version. So this is actually a mini upgrade from iOS 12 even in the 3D touch context. So 3D touch is just a lot smoother here in iOS 13 developer beta 6. You'll have to update to find out exactly what I'm talking about, but if you go and kind of use 3D touch around iOS 13, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It feels a lot better here in beta 6. Okay guys, so those were all of the new features and changes found within iOS 13 Developer Beta 6. If you enjoyed any one of them in particular, let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you are holding out for a new iOS 13 feature that you want to see in iOS 13, let me know what that is in the comment section down below. I'd really love to get your thoughts on that. So guys, let's move on to speed, performance, and battery life. Speed and performance with iOS 13 Developer Beta 6 is pretty much the same. In running the benchmarks, everything was within the margin of error. There was actually virtually no improvement or decrease in performance. Everything remained the same, and the stability is the same as well. In Beta 5, there was a good amount of stability, and we're seeing just the same here in Beta 6, which is actually really nice because typically when we go into the beta process, kind of one after the other beta is focused on speed and performance, then stability, and in this beta update, we're getting all these new features and changes, and we're still seeing that same stability. We still have yet to see that 2x performance in iOS 13 here over iOS 12, but I am expecting to see kind of a little bit more speed and performance based updates here as we move on into the beta process with Beta 7 and Beta 8. Now let's move on to the battery life, because that is a very important topic when we're talking about betas. Battery life is actually really good. Here in Beta 6, we ran a quick battery test and everything has exactly remained the same from Beta 5. We are not kind of skipping a beat here from Beta 5, where battery life was really good, even better than what we were seeing in iOS 12. So if you want to go ahead and test out iOS 13 and you just want better battery life, that would be a very good reason. Now, on that question, should you install iOS 13 onto your device? I get it in almost every video that we do here on iOS 13, and the answer is yes. I have it installed onto 2 of my phones here. One is a daily driver, and I have had no issues whatsoever. All of the apps that I use on a regular basis work perfectly fine, including baking apps. I'm having no problems with speed and performance. Battery life is extremely great, even better than what we were seeing in iOS 12, and I am really enjoying all of the new features found within iOS 13. So as far as my personal experience goes, iOS 13 betas have been absolutely fantastic, and whether you want to go to the public beta or the developer beta, I'd highly recommend checking those out. Now, on that note, the public beta will likely be coming out later today or even tomorrow. So if you are on the public beta build and you don't see this update, just wait for a little bit and you should be getting that update on your device. Of course, if you want to join the developer or public beta programs, there's links down in the video description down below. If you want to go ahead and join the public, the link for that is beta.apple.com. You can go ahead, sign up for the iOS 13 updates, the iPadOS 13 update, and of course get updates for macOS Catalina, tvOS 13, and all that jazz. So you can significantly improve your experience all across the board with your Mac, TV, and everything like that. So guys, that was iOS 13 Developer Beta 6. Let me know what your thoughts on this beta update are in the comment section down below. I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say. Of course, if we missed any changes or new features, comment those in the comment section down below. I'd love to go ahead and check those out, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would as well. So again, thank you all for watching this beta update video. If you liked the video, give it a like, and also consider getting subscribed and hitting that bell button to get updates as soon as we release any content on the channel. You will not want to miss out. So guys, with that in mind, I hope to see you in some upcoming content. Until then, I hope you all are enjoying the iOS 13 betas. Peace.